Okay guys, welcome to the tutorial where I'm going to help you play a little bit of Fly Me to the Moon. Not a little bit, actually the whole thing. And we're going to focus on some jazzy voicings, okay, to kind of just help give the song a little bit more life. Okay, so we're going to work through that. I'm also going to help you understand how to obviously incorporate the melody line. So we're going to learn all that. Okay, so even this, okay, I'm going to help you with this. This is kind of something that I'm going to save for the end of the video. It's kind of this this bluesy walk-up that you can include into the song. And then if you want to learn how to kind of do left-hand rhythms to end up filling this out, if you're an intermediate to advanced player, so let's go from like this section. So notice what I'm doing on the left hand here. See how my left hand's activating around the right hand? Okay, so if you want to learn about that, I'm not going to teach it here because then this video would be too long. So there's a bonus video I created for you guys. Click up here to get that free bonus video where I talk about these rhythms, because rhythms are everything. That's what brings your music to life. Without further ado, let's jump into things. The first thing we're going to go over is the left hand, okay? So this is going to be an implied A minor. Okay, so your left hand is going to be here. So I'll go nice and slow. The first 4 chords are really easy of this song because they follow a really cool pattern. So you have an E, G, A, and C. Okay, make sure to go get that free bonus video, guys, if you really want to learn about the rhythms after you get the basic bones down here. Okay, so you have E, G, A, and C. Okay, so this is an A minor voicing that we're working through, okay, with an implied A down here. Okay, now when I say implied, what's really cool is if you get good at hopping around, let's say you master these chords really easily, what you can do is you can hit a low A, come up for here, you go to the D minor, to the G7, okay, then to the C. Okay, but if you feel like this is already enough to chew on, then just sit here, okay? You don't have to hit those low notes. So from here, the second chord is really easy because all you're going to do is your 2 lowest notes in your left hand are going to open down to the next notes in the scale, which would be white notes. So notice my middle finger and then my pinky here. These 2 are going to open down to here. Okay, so first chord, second chord, and then you're going to take your top 2 notes and move them down. So it's kind of like this little shuffle we're doing, okay? This will be our implied G7. This is the 3rd chord so far, okay? And then what do you think happens from here? You guessed it, the 2 bottom notes are gonna move down. Okay, so the first 4 chords of the song, fly me to the cool. All right, so once you master those first 4 chords, you'll then jump into the last 4 chords of kind of this section A. And so you're going to go to an F chord. If you can't hit your thumb up here and your hand's not big enough, don't worry. Just go F here. Okay, this is a B diminished. So from the F, so it goes. We're going to go to the F now. Okay, so B diminished, okay? So we got the flat 5 in there. Okay, so this here is a B, F, and A. And then you're gonna go to an E major chord, okay? This is kind of like an interrupted cadence is what it would be called, an interrupted cadence. I cover that in my online paid course. So you're going from the F to the B diminished flat 5 here. Okay, then to the E, the interrupted cadence, and then you go to the A minor to end things. You can come to something like this. Okay, so that's the first A part. We're already like 70% of the way done with the song. So the left hand one more time all the way through, then we'll go through the right hand. I'll put them together and then we'll end out the video. We're moving really nicely here. I like the pace. Okay, so very slowly through the first part here. Minimal talking on my part. Okay, now we go down to the F. E major. Okay, so let's put the right hand with it. When you're kind of memorizing this right hand melody, you're gonna have to use your ear and then try to find a way to find a pattern to memorize. You know, fly me to the moon. Okay, there's a lot of white notes, and so memorizing this could be a little tricky. I did find a little pattern for you guys, so check this out. The first starting point is going to be here. Okay, so on this F, and then each of your fingers finds a note. Okay, so you kind of do your melody line here, and then once you're done with, okay, right here, once you're done with all that, don't worry, I'll show you slowly. You go to this position. Okay, so a cool pattern is 5 notes here. Okay, once you're done with that little section, then your 5 notes will kind of hang out around here where the D is your lowest note. Okay, so from the top, so first position, here we go, top note, notice my fingering, please. Fly me to the moon. Then back up. Now look at my 2 finger. Okay, so one more time slowly on that. Okay, so once you're done with that, what did I say? You go to the second position where the lowest note's on the D here, and then you start with up here. Okay, so slowly that goes. Okay, all 5 notes there. Now back up. Okay, make sure to get that black note in there. 2 finger over again. Nice and slow. Left hand goes to the F down here. Okay, we get our structure in the right hand back. You know, I talked about this positioning here. B diminished flat 5. Interrupted cadence. Cool. Okay, so once you kind of master that, the way it could sound, adding a little bit of rhythm. Remember, I'm not touching on left hand rhythm in this video. I give you a little taster up here in that bonus video, but you might be able to go for something like this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot how to play it there. Okay, so now we'll move into the B section. Okay, so you're coming from the F, B diminished flat 5 to the E, and then to the A minor. Okay, and then so what ends up happening here is, let's play. Okay, so I'll teach you this walk-up, remember, at the end of the video. So stick to the end, and I'll teach you this. But at the end, for the B section, in other words, you're going to go D minor, in other words. So let's go through the left hand. So it's going to be a D minor, in other words, G7. Okay, so D minor. Don't worry about the thumb if you can't hit it. In other words, hold my hand. So G7 is going to be G and F here. Let's go to a C major 7 here. So one more time. So in other words. Okay, then you repeat that again. Do-do-do-do. You're going to go back down to the D. Darling, kiss me. Okay? And then you go. That chord repeats everything, and then you go back to the top. Okay, so I'll teach you all that. So one more time, just the left hand. This is the B section. We're almost done. Then we'll jump into the end of the video and I'll show you that gospel movement and a little bit of theory behind it. B section. In other words. Okay, and then you repeat it again. That after, okay? So let's learn the right hand, what it's doing. So watch my right hand now. So in other words. So the right hand's going do, 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 do. And then we'll go back up to that first position. Remember from the first part of the song. And then you repeat. You'll just have to memorize that right hand one more time slowly for you. Don't watch my left hand. I'm just giving it to you down here for reference, and then I'll show you how to put it together slowly. I guess I could put it together now. So we're coming out of so there. Here we go. Slowly. My right hand, that's what we're going over. Okay, then you hit this nasty little chord. Okay, this is a really nice way to lead into A minor. Okay, so the chord is, I just did a ton of passing tones to that A minor. That's all I just did there. Okay, here's one of them. Okay, so you're gonna hit an E here, and then you're gonna hit this chord. So I'll spell it out for you here, or call it out for you. Sorry, not spell. We're not spelling. We're playing. Okay, so G minor, G flat here, C, D, G. It's a pretty big chord. If you cannot hit this, all you do is you push your wrist up the keys. You see this? This is a trick I learned in classical piano. Okay, and then you repeat it, the song. So all of the song together, nice and slow, with the melody lines. Then I'll teach you the walk-up to end the video. Make sure you've gotten that bonus video already, okay? I'm going to teach you how to start incorporating. Look at that left hand. So make sure you get that. I just don't want to teach it here. It would be too long. Plus, that video gives you a sweet little taster of what my paid content is like. And hopefully, if you're interested, you can learn how to play like me, basically. So very slowly from the top. Here we go. Repeat it here. Nasty chord. And then repeat. Okay, so let's work through a little bit of the theory for this walk-up. So basically, when you are going to a minor chord, okay, so pay attention. This is for the intermediate to advanced player. When you are going to a minor chord, we're in the key of C here. Okay, so we can go to, a D minor in this song or an A minor in this song. We use it often. When you're going to a minor chord, you can find a major chord before it that will kind of lead your ear into it. So what do I mean by that? So instead of just going to a D minor, watch this. You see how it sounds like there's completion. Okay, so here's my major chord I'm talking about. I'll teach you what it is, and then you land on the minor chord. How about this? Okay, a B major, 7. Okay, so a major chord before a minor chord. Okay. Watch this. So I'm doing that major chord before the minor. That's what I'm trying to get into your head. I've said it a million times here already. So what's happening? You can reverse engineer what chord you're going to play to kind of lead in with this gospel movement. Okay? You can reverse engineer things if you know when you're going to a minor chord. So we know that at the end of the B section here, okay, we know that we're ending here on this A minor, okay, and we're gonna go to a D minor. In other words, so on this D minor before that, you can think to yourself, Mr. Nick taught me on Improv Piano Tips. He taught me how to walk into a minor chord, and the way you're gonna kind of structure this whole thing is you gotta understand you're on a D minor. So from here, you can count notes. That's the easiest way to do it, but basically it's a circle of fifths, circle of fourths, however you want to think of it. I cover it in my course, but check it out. What you're going to do is you're going to count notes. So from here, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. So if you're on a D, okay, it has to be a minor chord for this trick to work. You're going to take your lowest note. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, land. Okay, so basically, you have found down here that this chord is going to lead very nicely into this chord. So listen to it. It kind of sounds nice, just the single notes. Add some notes around it. There's a sense of completion to this. Listen. See the sense of completion you have there? So, okay, so you have an A. So one more time, from the D minor, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, land. Okay, so if we were on an E minor chord, how would we find our major chord? We'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, land. It's going to be a B major before the E minor, okay? Hopefully you're tracking with me. So we know that, okay, so we know we're going to play an A major chord before we're going to go to the D minor. And then all you do is you take the third interval. So you know A major. You can take the first 5 notes of the A major scale to identify what you're going to do here. So basically, you say, okay, I'm going to have an A major before my D minor. So first 5 notes of the major scale of A, and what you're going to do is your lowest note is going to, your left hand is going to take its lowest notes and walk up, while your right hand middle note is going to walk up, and you walk together. Okay? So, one more time. You're going to a D minor. You think to yourself, let me figure out the major chord before the D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, land. Cool. It's going to be an A major chord. First 5 notes of that scale, okay, are this. Your left hand takes the lowest 3 notes. Right hand takes the middle. Start from the middle. Middle. So that third interval, and then you play them together. These are 10th intervals. This is all about harmony, making sure that there's a full harmony to things. And then this walk up, and then you can go to your D minor. So with the walk up, if you saw me, what I was doing is I added in, instead of just the right hand doing do, all I did is I still did this, but I added in some color. Okay, so it's an A7, and that's what I did. Okay, Okay, so let me put it into action for you, then we'll end the video. Make sure I've already given you guys that call to action to go check out that free bonus video where I'm showing you how to use the rhythms, guys. Check that out. I want you guys to get a taster for that. Okay, so that you can learn how to use your rhythms. Let me close out the video here with throwing in that. Okay, so Fly Me to the Moon. Okay guys, we'll leave it at that. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the tutorial, especially the cool little jazz stuff we're doing here, and then that gospel movement. I'll catch you guys in another video. Okay, you made it to the end. 1 in every 4 of my viewers clicks right there to learn how to play like me. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos. You can click on my beautiful face right there if you'd like, and your next video's right here.